Morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, February 5th, and let's start out with economic data, see if we're going to get anything today. I think there were some numbers that came out in the EU. Unemployment claims, 231,000 was up versus 212,000 expected. Sell-off continues in the broader markets. Tech is leading the way, pushing everything lower. 7:45, there's a press conference happening. Let's see what that's going to be about. ECB president and vice president. What else is going on there? Man, I don't think there's could be any more negative impact there. Jobs, JOLTS. I don't think JOLTS is coming out today because of the government that was shut down. It's delayed by 2 days because of the government shutdown, so that's not coming out at 9. Nothing to worry about there. Friday, I think Friday's numbers are going to be delayed also. What do we have Friday? Yeah, you had consumer sentiment and preliminary inflation expectations. Those numbers are going to be delayed as well. So let's get into the economic data. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, like this video. You can also go down to the description and join the Discord community for live trading. There's not too many people that show live trading. I was searching online like I show, so take advantage of it. It's only going to be happening for a short while. I'm probably going to stop doing the live trading for free, that is, at the end of February. Anyways, let's start talking about the ES like we always start. ES sell-off continues right now. We are at the 100-day SMA. Right now, it's trading just above the 68.70 level. You want to hold that level today. It came down and it touched this open point of control level from January 21st at 68.5623. Those of you that are new, I have these point of controls. It's an automatic script that I have on my computer, and it plots a yellow line that shows me an open point of control where the volume is traded, and it plots a yellow line which shows a heavy number, area where the equity or the futures is traded for that day. So what happens is it plots that level right there, and then if we do not come back down and hit that level, I leave that level open, and you could see from January 21st that level was open at 68.56, and then as of this morning, we came down to the penny and touch that level, and now we're bouncing off of it. So what happens with these point of controls is they act as support and resistance levels. So if the point of control is below the market and then we come down to it, it's almost like a break and retest. So we come back down, and now it's going to be acting as support. So you hope to hold that level for support. If you lose that 68.5623 level, you could come down and test these September highs at 68.14.5. And then if you lose those levels right at 68.14.5, you come down to 67.7150, which is December's lows. And then if we can possibly get some positive news and we can get some movement in the market back to the upside here, and then you can start filling some of these speed zones that are here right now. You may, if you do get a little pop in the morning, I think you're probably going to get a little resistance here at this low, weekly low from January 5th at 68.99.5. So if you do pop up to that level, be careful. You may get a little resistance, and if you do get through that, I think you're going to there's a lower end regressional trend line that I have here, along with a point of control from February 4th. Let's see. Yeah, that level is going to be, yeah, so this there's a point of control that's open now. You can see right here that's being created. So you can see that the market pulled off, and so now we need it to come back. So now this level is a point of control. So I would anticipate if you do get a little pop in here, you're going to get a little reaction, probably a little pop and fade in here. So if you push up in here, be careful. If you're long, you may get some resistance because also above that you have January 22nd low, and then you have the close from yesterday, and on top of that you had the 50-day SMA to give you some headwinds up there, and then above that you have the 20-day SMA at 69.61.65. The 50-day SMA is sitting at, call it 69.3148. So that's it on the upside there. And so I think I've given you your levels there on the probably about $100. Yeah, about a 100-point move I've given you on either side. So I've pretty much covered all of that. So this was this orange area here was a speed zone area. I'm going to take that off the screen right here because that was filled right down there. So now, what happens is I speak of this all the time. When you have a straight down move, and this is also pre-market too, this creates a speed zone. So if you get above certain levels here, this could rapidly, pop up to this level right here and fill. So we could regain. So we're at 68.74 right now. So, you could get, you can get like a 30, 40 point pop in the morning. But I would be careful with that because, the overall market these days has been, you could see it's been trending down. It's been very choppy. I'll say that, you get these big moves down, you come back up, big move down, up, it's a chop fest. I'm not going to lie to you there. So you definitely have to, with your positions, especially with what I do with trading options, getting in and out, there's nothing wrong with that. Taking a bunch of trades all day and taking your short profits instead of trying to look for long runners is the name of the game right now. So let's get on to the NASDAQ. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and then come on into the Discord channel. If you go down to the description, you can hit the link for Discord for live trading while it's still going on for free till the end of the month. So NASDAQ is weaker than the S&Ps right now. We're below the 20-day SMA. The 20 is sitting up at 25,678.60, and then also below the 100-day SMA also, which is not great, 25,521.31. And now we're below December. Right now, we're currently below December lows at 24,887.75. So in order to get higher, you're going to have to regain those lows right there. So I would say that if we're below these lows right here, you'd have to watch out and see how the market responds right there. We are above yesterday's lows, sitting at 24,783.5. Here was another point of control that got filled this morning at 24,720.04. That point of control level, and that, of course, that got filled to the penny. That was open since November of 2024, and I'll show you where that level was open as well. So if we go here, go 90. So I'll show you where that comes in. So you can see it came down right here to this morning and filled that level. And if you scroll all the way back to November, I'll show you where the levels become open. So this level right here was open, and it got filled this morning. So there is another level that's open below that. Actually, no, I think that was the level that just closed this morning. 24,435. No, that did not. So there is, unfortunately, there's another level below that's open. So you can see these levels here when the market pops up, and it created that point of control level here at 24,720 on November 24th of last year. And then we just popped, I think we just filled that this morning. And then now we have, there's one below that, and that was from November 21st. And that point of control level is sitting at 24,435. So if we scroll to current pricing right now, we can see where we're at right now. So you filled one point of control right here, 24,720 this morning. And so now there's another one that's sitting open at 24,435.29 from the 29. So there are some certain levels that if you lose those levels, I think we quickly can move down here. One to this August high, monthly high of 24,495. You'll get a little bounce there. And then I think you come down to that point of control of 24,435.29 if you do lose these levels. And then if you lose this point of control of 24,435.29, I think you pull down to this November 20th first low of 24,153.50 rather. So, and then on the upside, if you do happen to get a little push on the upside, same thing here. You've got a little tiny speed zone here that could push you. Actually, here's a point of control that's being created right now. So I'm going to label this. And it is a point of control from February 4th. And simple as that. I'll leave this up on the charts until it gets filled. So if you do get a little pop, I would anticipate this will probably rapidly, if you do regain the December's lows of 24,887.75, then you're going to get a rapid movement up into this 25,028.11 before you get a little resistance up there. And then you're also moving into a weekly low of 25,053 from October 20th. So all kinds of headwinds above us right now that you have to watch out for. You also have an open point of control above that, 25,000. Let's see if that is actually open or if that closed out yesterday. I think that closed out yesterday, actually. Yeah, so that point of control here, that was from January 21st, 25,204.39. So you can see if we go back, it did not quite close on the 3rd. So if we move further back, we could see, oh, it actually closed earlier than that. So that point of control level is actually closed. I'm taking that off the screen. Let's go here. Move. All right, so that's off the screen. So if you do get a push and you do get above these levels here, like if you get above that weekly high of 25,125.25 back in September, you could push into the September monthly high, 25,270.75. So it'd be nice to see get a little rebound in the marketplace right now, because you know, the sell-off is definitely, it's not fun. We've had some sell-off all week in last several days between tech and crypto. Let's see what crypto's doing again this morning. Yeah, crypto's down another. Bitcoin's down another below 70,000. That's something big. So anyways, let's get over to Tesla right now. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and also go down in the description and join the Discord for live trading. So let's get over to Tesla. And Tesla, you know, before I forgot we do have some earnings, I think, today. Earnings Thursday. Yeah, after the bell, we've got Amazon. What do we have before the bell today? Shell. I don't think that's going to do anything. Nothing big. Bristol Myers, maybe. I don't think it didn't do anything. As far as after the close, you've got Amazon. That's going to do something. And then Affirm. That'll probably do a little something. And then after that, there's nothing else for the rest of the week. So that's it for earnings. Now let's get into Tesla. So Tesla's lost some big levels yesterday. Lost its 414. Let's go into yesterday. Lost its 414.5 level. It's a straight down shot yesterday. It was a great trading day for Tesla. And, you know, and I made a video the other day talking about Tesla adding 2 expiration dates now for the week, a Monday and a Wednesday expiration date. And so far, so good. They put it in last on January 26th. And I was a little concerned because normally what I would do is I'm an option. I strictly trade options. I strictly trade Tesla, and I would start out and I trade Friday expiration dates. So I was concerned how I was going to trade it, and I knew it would take away the liquidity from a Friday expiration date on a Monday when you had an expiration date on a Monday. So I started out on Monday trading just the Friday expiration date, and then I moved to that Monday expiration date. And there was quite a significant amount of volume. There was about over 100,000 shares traded on that Monday expiration date. And so, and then on Tuesday, I traded the Wednesday expiration date. And then yesterday, I traded the Wednesday expiration date. And now today, Thursday, I'm going to be, there's no other choice for me. I'll be trading the Friday expiration date. So that being said, there's been some great volume in there. And, just have to lower your lot size because it does move rather quickly. But, I think if you can get used to it, I think you can do very well here. So, please come to the Discord channel right now and you can see the live trading. I do not see many people out there showing their live trading and their live P&L while I'm actually doing the trades, and I answer any questions and go over things. So let's go over the levels for Tesla right now. So like I said, we lost that major level at 414.5 yesterday. So that was an all-time high set back in November of 2021. And so now here we are. We lost the lower end regressional trend line sitting at 404.5. And now we're sitting below September's low at 402.43. And now this big white line that I have here, this is a midline regressional trend line that goes back 3 years, and it's 390, sitting at 392. So if we do get some pullback, I'd like this level here for a little support. And if we lose that support, then we come down here to the 200. This is the 200-day moving average, sitting at 379.79. We do have some open point of controls down below. We have an open point of control from September 11 sitting at 365.90. And then there's one from September 4 sitting at 333.78. So if there is some, if we do lose these major levels here, so these are, two big levels here, this one regressional trend line here, that's self-drawn by me, 392. And then this is universal 200-day moving average sitting down here at 379.79. So everybody has that on their charts. These levels right now, as we are selling off right now, we are probably getting a little close to exhaustion, I would say. So you do have this monthly high at 394 from February of last year. This is another great level I like. So if we did get some pullback here, I would, my bias is if we get some, some sell off in the morning, I'd be looking to possibly take some longs here. So a couple different ways to play it. One, if we get a sell off in the morning, I'd be looking to take a long here, down here at this 394, between 392 and 394 level. If we lose these levels, I could possibly take a long here at this 394 level, have my stop just below this 392 level. That's one way to play it. Or another way to play it is if we do, this created a nice little speed zone here this morning. If you do get a pop, it'll rapidly recoup this sell-off here, and you could get a push into this. I would say, you could get some headwind up here at this 404.63, and if you pop through that, I think you could push through the Tuesday, November 18th high at 408.9. And I think if you get through that, all this sell-off here, this does create a big speed zone as well. Ideally, I think the ideal play is if you do get a big push today, I would say this is a great short entry if you did get a push back into this 414.5 level, because this level has been a major level for a long time. You could see how it was support. Now we blew through it. So when you have a big support level and you lose that, it becomes a huge resistance level now. So an ideal play, if you're patient and you wait around and you don't have to urge to click the button, wait for the market to come to you. So the ideal play today, and we'll go back and we'll review this tomorrow, because if this market pops up in here, this is the ideal short. Okay, shorting all the way down here right now, it's a bit risky, right? So now I'd be looking at, like I'm saying, I'm looking for long, entries for long levels, to get a long entry. And why do you say that? People say, well, why are you looking for a long entry? The whole market's selling off. I go, well, the one thing somebody said to me a long time ago, the stock market was not created for stock prices to go down. It was created for stock prices to go up. Now, even though we are having some, pretty nasty sell-offs over these last few days, people have a short memory. The stock market has gone up over 20% for the last 3 years in a row. You're bound to have the market pull back. Hey, good morning, mi amigo. How are you? And anyways, when you get these kind of pullbacks and you start talking, you should take a consensus from people and say, hey, what do you think is going on with the market? When there's blood in the water and people are like, oh, I've had enough, I can't take it, that's when you should start looking for entries, for levels of, getting ready to buy, because, trading in the stock market is not for the faint at heart. So you have to weather the storm. Like, for example, crypto. Crypto is absolutely getting its teeth kicked in right now. But if you go back and you look at the history on crypto, sometimes crypto, it stays down for 4 months at a time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times in my lifetime that I bought and sold Bitcoin and lost money every single time. I've owned Bitcoin at 5,000. I've owned Bitcoin at 15,000. I've owned it at 20,000. The actual Bitcoin, not the ETFs. And I lost money on it every single time. So the key to things, and Warren Buffett hit it on the head. If you won't own a stock for at least 10 years or an equity for at least 10 years, you shouldn't own it for 10 seconds. So that's on the long-term side of things. But what I go over right now and what I'm teaching is I teach short-term scalping. So let's get over to the option side of things and what I do every day. So now on the option side of things, and I trade expiration dates. Usually I was trading just Friday expiration dates, but now they have the expiration dates 3 times a week. So, but now because we're on Thursday, I will be trading tomorrow's expiration dates. So this account, so I have different accounts. I have a long-term account where I don't touch it, and you know, I'm just weathering the storm like everybody else. That value is going down. But this account, I'm 100% cash every day. I make my money. So like the last several days, the market's been going down. This account, I've been making money every single day on this account. And even though when the market's going up or, you know, going up or down, you can make money. So what I have on here today, let's go over the 5-minute opening range trade. And this is the base of how the day starts. And so you can identify the direction where the market's going based on this 5-minute opening range trade. Now, what I have on here, this is a script that I have, and I'll be glad to share that script when I, you know, with people that come into the trading room and then people that I mentor. This is automatically on my chart. So when the market, you know, starts generating, this is a 15-minute, let me change it to a 5-minute. So when the market opens up in the morning, this box starts generating, and then once the first 5 minutes is done generating for the day, this stays stationary the rest of the day. And now here is my guide, and this tells me when I'm going to enter a trade, if I'm going to enter a long trade, if I'm going to enter a short trade, okay? So yesterday I made money on this green candle right here. So we had the first 5-minute opening range trade, and the range was 417.51 up to 420.99. So now that's my range. And so now the whole point of the trade, the concept of it is once you have your first 5-minute trade range, if the market breaks above it, the concept is you want to take a long to make the money going above it, right? And then if it breaks below it, you take it going short. There's more to that trade, but the concept is when it breaks the range of either the high side of the range of the first 5 minutes or the low side of the range of the first 5 minutes, that's the direction that you want to take the trade. Now, does that mean that the second it breaks through that range that you are going to take that trade? No, there's many things that have to happen in order for me to take a trade. Okay, you have to understand price action. You have to watch the volumes. You have to. There's a lot that goes into it, and these are things that I go over in the trading room, and then also with people that I mentor, one-on-one or even group people that I mentor. So getting back to it yesterday. So we had that range of 417.51 on the low and 420.99 for the high. So the second 5 minutes, we broke through immediately. And when we broke through, I took that trade on the option side, and I'll show you how to monetize that. And so once we broke through and we got through that 420.99, you know, that rallied up, and you got $3 out of that move really quickly. So I made a nice quick profit on that move right there. And then I settled down, and it was kind of wicking around. And then I kind of waited, and I was watching what was happening with the rest of the market. And then I saw the market selling off. And then all day long, I was just pretty much, you know, I was selling into, and what I mean by selling, I was buying puts every pop that we were getting yesterday. And you saw once we broke this low of 417.51, you know, we got all the way down to 399. So you got, you know, $18 on the downside. So how are you able to monetize that? So what happens, you know, what I have on my screen here, this is my trading screen that you're looking at right now. So if I think the market's going up on the very top here, this little square up here, this is, if I want it to go up, I think the market's going up, this is my call screen right up in here. If I think the market's going down, this is my put screen here. So if I think the market's going down, this is where I'm going to put my trade in. If I think the market's going up, this is where I'm going to access my trade. And so now for tomorrow, for today, I'm coming in, I'm having tomorrow's expiration date, which is February 6th. And I'm going to start out with the 410 calls. I may even change that to 405 calls. Actually, I'm probably going to change that to the 405 calls based on where we're open. It's going to be $10. It's going to be $10 away from where we are opening up right now. So even though this premium price here is $7.40, it's going to open up a lot lower. So what you're doing, you're not actually buying the price of Tesla at $395. You're buying the premium now. So if you buy a one lot, So when you buy a one lot on options, it's equal to 100 shares of the equity price. So if you buy a one lot at $7.40, it costs you $740. So you're risking $740 on this premium. So if I risk $740 for every time the price starts moving up, because I'm buying a call, this premium price starts moving up. So you could see in premium, the increments, it moves from 740, 745. So it moves up in 5-cent increments, and that equals $5. So if I buy a one lot at 740, it costs me $740, and the price of the equity moves up, the premium price moves up, I can then sell it at 745. So that one lot, which cost me $740, I then sell it for $745, and I made $5. Now, obviously, you want to make more than $5 when you're trading, but that's the basic concept, right? So and when the market moves, you make more than just 5 cents, right? Some people have a different strategy, and they trade hundreds and a couple hundred lots at a time. And if so if you're trading at 100 lot at a time and you buy 100 lot at $7.40, then and you sell it at $7.45, you make $500, right? So, but the cost, you have to have a bigger trading account to do something like that. So, going into today, I'm going to have the 405 calls up there to start the morning, and they expire tomorrow. And then I'm going to have I'm probably going to put the 390s to start the day. I'm going to put the 390 puts. Now the premium closed at $1.93. Now, because we are opening, the market closed at 406, this yellow line, and now we are opening up at 394, which is $12 lower. This premium price is probably going to open up at $5, right? Because it's, because you're buying a put, meaning you want the price to go down. So this premium price starts to become more expensive. So this is where it's going to cost you, as the price moves down, if you buy the premium of a put, this price moves up. So it's a very basic concept. It's definitely becomes a little more advanced, but that's why you come into the trading room, and I can show you further on how to trade and do things. Now, will you be able to learn how to trade within a month? No, you got to be realistic. I've been doing this for a very long time, but I've taught people that knew nothing about trading, and now they're actually trading. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, like this video, subscribe to this video, and down in the description, join the Discord community and come for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to Central Time. And this will probably be the last month of the free live trading, so come and take advantage of it while you still can. If I don't see you in there, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.